All right, thanks for getting back to us here at GamingHQ.tv. If you haven't, just get when you can, with the time you have. At the past broadcast, we do have everything recorded, so you can always look back on something that you may have missed or thought you may have missed, or look back and double check that play, see if it was right or wrong. Anyway, there is rebroadcast, so you can always check those, and we do have them on YouTube and Twitch. We'll be bringing them to GamingHQ.tv soon enough, but we do have those streaming services available for you now: Ustream, YouTube, Twitch, and of course GamingHQ.tv. We're in Elite Dangerous today, and we'll be doing some mining if we get a chance. We were trying to do a jump to get to a point where we could get some of these things called limpets, so we can do the mining, and I can show you what mining is all about. It's a kind of productive element. If you're into other elements that you'd like to do in Elite Dangerous, send us a message. We'll probably show it for you. If you want to see dogfighting, if you want to see something else of that nature, send us a text, send us an email. We're monitoring text today, so we should be able to see anything that you're writing. We're going to be, I believe, traveling from a point to point, so we need to get some fuel. We do that on the starport services. We're in the Calcifini Gateway here. It's an independent. You got to make note of some of these things as you come into these stations. There are things you need to make note of. Refuel all, that's what we need to do. Don't need to repair that. That's kind of the thing that goes over and over and over again. We want to check the contacts, make sure there's nothing, we're not registered for any fines. It's looking good so far. And now we want to go to the bulletin board to see if there are any jobs that have any money that we could probably make on it. If it's something easy or quick, we'll want to take it. If not, we'll just take a tour of our universe. I think we were trying to head to Sol, or at least a system that had a different starport to go into. Scrap haulers and exterminator. We're not going to be doing that stuff, I know that. Let's go back to home and see if I can get the news. 300 ships passed through in the last 24 hours in one day. Gives you a readout. We're this last Lacon Type 7 transporter. That's funny. We're the only one that in the Lacon 7. I mean Lacon 6, excuse me. I was wrong. Where's the Lacon 6s? Lacon 6, 29. I was wrong. Very wrong. See, it's a great ship. You'll see a lot of Lacon 6. You'll see the ASPs. Look at the Cobras. Everybody digs Cobras and Pythons now. Those are attack craft. As well as you can transport or whatever you need to. But these, as you can say, it's in their name what they do. They transport. And a hauler hauls. These other things are a bigger version of, some of them are haulers. Some of them, as you can see, are gunships or assault ships. You can see all those when you come to a starport that has a shipyard, and that's what we're trying to find now that we have some fuel. I don't know if you get the limpets at the commodities market. Let me just double check that. No limpets here. And we'll just look in the listing here. I don't think there are limpets on the left. These are all the different types of minerals and items that can be transported and used for a merchant career, or again, whatever you want to do. You can haul them illegally, be a bounty, be one of those like Han Solo, be a smuggler for hire. All right, I guess not here. They're usually on the home page right here, and then I can get them right here off the home market. So I don't know why they're not there. But regardless, let's plot a course to where we want to get to. We do that here with the destination. And remember, these types of ports are a little bit different. So what I'm saying is, see the icon on the Calcifini? And there's another one down here on McCullen. And there's a Gwyn dock. I want to try to show you. Oh, here's a belt cluster for mining too, damn it. Oh, here's one, Waldeck Terminal. So we'll go to this big one, and you'll see how much of a difference it is as far as starports go. I'm just seeing if there's another Robinson Hub. That's another one, another big one. If it has that type of icon, it's usually a big, it's a big starport. Just go down the whole list here just to be dumb. All right, let's go back to that first one. No, not yet anyway. Robinson, Swiss Family Robinson, sounds good, huh? So we'll lock it, but we won't super cruise out of here. We don't want to do that. We have no transactions, contacts. That's the kind of space station it is, see? It's just one of those floating ones. And you'll see it when we get out into space. You'll be able to look around it and see what we've got. Let's get out of here. So we'll close this panel and let's check our rep in the area. We have a neutral reputation. See that? We're not alliance with Empire, Federation, or Alliance. Alliance, Empire, and Federation are the three that you can work with. You can see I'm a trade merchant that kind of works between the two, working on my Explorer rank by doing that. And of course, you get points and credits by selling your travels to a data person in the cartographer's market under Starport Services. So I'll go there really quick before you leave so you know what I'm talking about. See Universal Cartographers right here. It will actually ask you um, if I had some stuff here that I had data where I'd been to a station that they never heard of, they would buy it from me. Those are for the explorers. Return to the surface, or let's just launch. We already have our port locked in, so we're gonna blast on out of the old station. Turn our lights on so people know we're getting ready to take off. All right, I think we have this thing set. Let's see if we have flight assist on or off right now. Not sure if it's on or off. Okay, let's lift off the pad. We're clear. Landing gear up. And let's hit it. We're flying. See, we're flying now. You can push down on the thumbstick and you can get an idea of how your travels are. We're going pretty fast out of here. But we want to just get out of here to the next port, which we have locked, and it's coming up right here. Right here. Hope everybody was watching those Battlefield 4 videos earlier. Wow, these guys are fighting hardcore. It's always a good fight in there. So we're locked in here. The mast lock in the right corner is off. Landing gear is up. Cargo scoops in. So now we can jump. We do a frame shift, called frame shift jumping. You charge up for it first. And now you get ready to do your jump. You can see how it puts you in type of a warp jump here, like the Millennium Falcon. So we're traveling through warp now at a higher speed. You can still fly and rotate, whatever you need to do. Now, your speed is an important part of this next docking procedure. And I'll show you why I'm talking about. Down here on the left, it says alignment and speed. You can see that down there in the corner. You see that one bar in speed going up. There's another bar on distance that will actually come into play once we're closer. And what that blue area is for is you align the two lines and you press J to jump out of your frame shift and into the local space. I'll show you what that is again in a second. As we're cruising around, twiddling our toes down there. Doo-doo-doo. Some people have flight sticks like this, by the way, HOTAS flight sticks. So they make it more realistic when they're flying. Just got the old mouse. It's our ship here. It's a Lakon 6. Schematic on this side, on that side, both of them. Now we're really cooking. We're really booking now. Now it's about, they're saying 3.5 minutes to get there, but with the speed that we're going, it's going to go probably a little bit faster, or, well, maybe it will just go that speed. But what we do want to keep in mind is right here in the middle, there's a bunch of yellow squares with circles around them. Those are other people that are flying in the system. So you want to keep an eye on them. If they're coming near your dot or coming around you, you want to be cognizant about what their intentions are. And you can communicate people with here hitting the number 2 key, and then you go up here, you see the local, or you can communicate to something else, send them an email, block them, adjust your text settings right here. If you're flying with a wing or something, you can fly to the text to all your stuff, and then there's auto enable voice comms as well. So there's a lot of ways to communicate in the game that you can get people off your ass if you need to. And some of them just won't leave you alone, so there's nothing you can do. That's what real life playing is all about. You got to take your risks out here. That's what makes it more exciting, I think. When you deliver that cargo and no one spotted you or got you. You have a whole cargo of gold or palladium, and you're like, I don't want to be spotted right now because I could get robbed. Yes, you can hire someone as a wingman. Usually it's done on the side by communicating with somebody and saying, I'll pay you this much in game money. And then you negotiate that and work that all out on the side. And then, sure, you're a little bit safer than not having a wing person come with you, that's for sure. Let me decide that. Nobody to protect me or somebody to protect me. I'm going to need a few more minutes to think about that one. Not really. See, it's now under 40 seconds. So we want to this jump, the break and the jump where we jump out of the frame shift is about 6 seconds. So again, we got about 30 seconds left to go here. Okay, our throttle is maxed on this one. We have throttle at maximum, Captain. We need more power, Scotty. Ain't got it, Captain. You're gonna have to die. Oh, okay. Wouldn't you have liked Scotty just to answer him back like that one time, or with a swear? Can't fucking do it, Captain. What's the matter with you? You're gonna die. Can't fix it, Captain. Just you. The rest of us they don't want. They want you. So we're just gonna let them kill you, okay? There's only 300 other people on that ship, supposedly, right? Well, this is a party of one. It's quiet in space. It's lonely doing a merchant's job. But someone's got to bring in the money. You do get pretty good cash if you do merchant career. You can make a pretty good living at looting and pillaging, but you do build up that reputation that you may or may not want. It depends if you want to be the dread pirate Roberts or not. Why does that sound so familiar, McMack? I'll tell you. Because that's from The Princess Bride, and every woman I think on the planet has seen that at least twice. So that's the Dread Pirate Roberts from The Princess Bride. McMack's back there on audio and stream signal. I don't like to use streaming because it sounds like you're pissing. So when I tell you have a yellow stream, it sounds terrible. So I'd rather go with the broadcast signal. So what we'll say is we have a green broadcast signal that's live, or we have a yellow broadcast signal that's live, or a red broadcast signal that's live. If we experience red, that's obviously going to need a restart on one of our sides. If it's yellow, we can have to hold until things kind of come together with the bandwidth and the server. And if it's green, you should be witnessing everything in beautiful, lovely 60 FPS. And hopefully it's a 1280 by 720, which is another benefit. I'm not sure if the other services have different resolutions, but you can try us on Twitch and as well as YouTube and Ustream. Again, a terrible name for that company. I don't know if they thought about that because I think everybody has to stream at least once or twice a day, if I'm not mistaken. So we do stream. It's the longest I can't believe it's not 6 minutes. It shouldn't be. We should be able to get there faster than that. I don't know why it's taking so long. We had it down to 30 seconds and then it pumped it back up again. So I don't know if it's our warp speed or what happened, but we'll get there. We can always chat. You have anything you want to tell us? Anything you want to talk about? Now's the time. Or a good thing to do is just go through your flight plan to see what your next strategy would be once you get to Robinson. And you do that by going over here now to the galaxy map and take a look at the systems while you're traveling here because you can't do anything for a couple minutes. So these are the different systems that you're traveling around right now. I'm not sure if they're holding our info on our last one. System descriptions available. No, they don't have the last plot point. Jump data. This is your navigation. This is where you'll be able to enter a system like we were talking yesterday about going to Sol, which is the Earth system. And I don't think we're too far. It's just one jump away. I think we were going to go there. Let's plot that one. Oh, we can't go there. That's right. I don't think we can. Yeah, you have requires Sol permit. And you get that, I think, from doing certain, you have to be a certain level. So we can't go there if we wanted to. I wonder if they have it listed as Earth. I've never, Shaq, let's check that together. You won't find Earth because it's not it's not a system, or a galaxy. Well, I'm not sure. Still at 3 minutes at full throttle. I'm still in a hyper jump speed. So if I hit J again, see, I'll jump out of, um, I'll have a safe exit from jumping. So we're still in frame shift drive, even though we don't have that blue stuff going around us. We're traveling that fast. There are some other cool space games coming up this year. I'm very interested in seeing what the Star Citizen looks like. We have that on our homepage. We had a chance to speak with Chris Roberts a couple times, and he seems to know what he's doing with that. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed and our heads held up high and enjoy another space sim. That's all. We're not gonna try to take anything away from Elite Dangerous. It's just a different type of sim. I don't know if any of you remember that. I think it was Earth and Beyond. That was a really good space sim that was in the day. And I don't know what happened, but they had to come off. The servers didn't last. They had to shut down. I think there's still people running mods for that. Have to look into it. You're watching Elite Dangerous here on GamingHQ.tv, bringing you the best broadcasts that we can in all different venues as far as RPG, strategy, sports and action, adventure, exploration, and information. All here at GamingHQ.tv. And for a global community, GamingHQ.global. And for our .com people, globalgamingheadquarters.com. We have you covered. Why don't you look and see? Okay, now we're going to be coming up in the 2-minute warning. This is where you want to start sitting up in your seat. Start getting ready for your jump drop down because everything's going to move a little bit quicker under 2 minutes, it feels like sometimes. You can see it coming up quicker now in the circle. And we're also getting lines on the left and right side for a trajectory entry into the Robinson hub so we jump in properly. And as I mentioned, they're going to be having, I think, next month sometime, planetary surface landing. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Stay with us for that. And we'll be able to run in the back of the ship and get out and, of course, jump around. We do have the Star Citizen Alpha installed. We'll run that through a little later. We uninstalled it because of the problems they were having with it. So we just said, screw it. We don't want to spoil it for ourselves, and we'll look at it later. Maybe even when it ships, we don't know. But we are backers of that game. So we're interested in getting all the goods from it as much as we can. Well, I hate to leave me in dead silence. Not always something you want to hear. Gets a little awkward when it's that quiet, doesn't it? I hate it. I hate silence like that. I do want to tell you our schedule, though. We do have coming up tonight, um, Mad Max. We'll be finishing up on that. I think we've unveiled most of the territory. We only have a few things left to do in that playthrough story, so we're coming to an end on it. Be worth checking out if you're a Mad Max fan. We will also be running Mad Max Fury Road in 3D later this month. If not this month, we'll be running it for next month. I know they're testing it, and if it works, you'll get it this month. And also, we have Project Cars coming on tonight, which will have the expansion packs for you, for your racers out there. If you like racing simulators, that's a really good one. It has all different brands of cars that are licensed, and the details are really amazing. You can tune in with us tonight and look at our GamingHQ.tv for all of our schedules and see what's playing that month and what time and what day. Pretty much if you need any questions with whatever's going on, if there's a mediator on at the time the broadcast is happening, you can ask them. If it's something in depth that you need answering, just send us a text, mail, or email to our contact site on the page. You should have a fill-in section you can do, and then just fill it in and send it. We'll get that information and we'll dabble with it. No, I'm just kidding. We'll dawdle. What's dawdling anyway? Coming up on 49 seconds. It seems like 49 hours. And it's funny because you get on 6 seconds and you're like, why is it hanging on 6 seconds? It should be 6 seconds. Okay, so basically it's still kind of hanging there. It's got a little bit of, I want to call it almost feels like purposeful lag in the game. So maybe it's a way of controlling the way that people enter and exit this hub. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a popular hub. That'll be good because we always want to see as many ships as we can. We saw like several Orca ships come out of a base once, and we were really blown away because of the way that it was done. I mean, they did them really well. You do have customization to some extent, but not all the ships can be customized. They will be purchased and sold at that specific, um, whatever that specific ship is designed for. Could be like that. Okay, now you can see us coming in fast and close. Watch these. We'll fly above these lines so you can see how fast we're going. There's one. Here comes another one. Whew, they fly by really quick. All right. Come on. There's the sun. I think we're going to fly by it. Is it? Yep. Looking by that sun. Slow down. So, okay, now I'm going to get it into the blue here. See on the right, there's a blue line for our speed. I'm keeping it inside that blue area so that we're just getting enough speed to keep the clock down, but not to overshoot it like we did last time. 12 seconds. It's a matter of monitoring the left side, as I mentioned. Again, down here, there's that Robinson hub, alignment and distance. Here comes the line for distance. So we know we're getting close, so we really got to slow down now. Let's put on the jet brakes here, as we like to call them, almost in reverse. Now you see 5 seconds is holding. Hopefully it'll give us the J as those two lines come together. I'm going to slow down some more. I can't. We're going to book past this planet at super speed. Yep, going too fast. So we'll just turn around, pull the ship back up to the other direction, and we'll be good to go. There it is. We're still in frame shift speed, so let's bring it up slowly. You don't have to plow it right down into the floor. It's a starship, it's not a race car. Although some starships feel like race cars. Okay, again, slow down. See the two lines? They're now coming together, and when they do, I can hit J and jump out. Disengage ready, see? Safe disengage. The two lines are lined up on the left in the blue. See right there? And we should pop out right in front of the starbase. Boom. Wow, it's really close. This is a big one too. We got lucky. Usually we enter at the other side, but Oh, I guess I don't need to do a fly around. You can see how big it is from this distance. It's pretty large, and that's still, we haven't even got to the ring. The entrance point's up there. Let's go fly up there and find it. You can see some of the ships that are coming out of there at the trails and blasting out of the port. There goes another one off to the right. Look how black this planet is in front of them. It must be the dark side of the moon, literally. Exactly, it is. It's the dark side of the moon. Okay, let's slow it down. You can see our retro thrusters pushing us back. We've got two of them on either side. Let's get lined up to the base here. Shouldn't miss it. It's pretty big. But what we do, which I've told you before, is once you're at a certain distance, you need to go to the contacts and make a request for docking. And you can see there we got proceed to landing pad 20. And there's a green and red entrance port here on every base. So you just saw a ship fly in. They went on the green side. So try to fly in on the green side. It's much safer for your travels. Once we get inside, you can see how big this ship is. And I believe we're going to take a break from this. Let's slow it on down a lot. Because you never know who's going to come blasting out of there either. Wait a minute. Go not too far. Not too. Okay, you got about 10 minutes to get in there. It shows you in the middle. Proceed to landing pad 20 in 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. We're going in. You feel like you're really flying once you go through this point. We probably passed our system. Look at how big that ship is we're flying under right now. Let's turn it around. I think we're past 20. Unless it's above us. I didn't see it when we came in. It's probably past it. It was going so fast. I get an idea of what the port looks like. There are trucks driving around supplies. These are all pads. They can be filled at any time. I bet you this is 20 here. Let's see what it is. Let's bring the nose in front. Pull it down. It's 20. We were right. Okay, so now I can go sideways with like a strafe and a spaceship. You can do that. Woo, almost hit that Lakon 6. That was kind of neat. There's another ship going right out. Wasn't expecting that either. Let's get our landing pad down. Landing gears down on the lower right. We're not in the right position for docking. We'll have to turn it around once we get over the pad. And here's 20, lining ourselves up down below. You can see that. Just stop it right here and pivot and lower ourselves while we're pivoting. Ooh. Well, you can see it's a big, big station. I'm sure this one gets a lot of action on the weekends. Probably gets busy, busy work. Here's our tower, so we're a little bit too close, I think. Now let's bring it down. Bring it down. You can see a red circle now. We want to align ourselves with that circle, so we need to go back a little bit. And then we need to go over this way. So you can see I'm lining the ship up with that red dot. My red dot on the bottom needs to line up with that center line, and we're almost there. We're on the line. Okay, we're in. Now it'll turn blue once I enter that circle. Okay, see it's a blue. And now we'll bring it down to the pad, and they've locked me in. And there you go. There was a shipped, a small space station to large space station travel. Don't have enough time to do mining right now. We'll do that a little bit later. I will be back this afternoon with some more of that Mad Max gameplay, as I mentioned. If we have time, we will do more Elite Dangerous tonight because we wanted to catch up on that. That should be after Project Cars, which means it could be after 10 o'clock tonight, Pacific Coast time. Otherwise, thank you for flying with us today on Elite Dangerous Airlines. We look forward to seeing you again next time. Please check our schedule when we will be playing Elite Dangerous. It should be happening all this month, as well as all of the popular November games, the Fallout 4, the Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the Star Wars Battlefront, and many more. Please stay with us and keep tuned in, as always, to GamingHQ.tv. That'll do it for us here at this time in a moment. As for Mick and myself, that'll put us out for the day. You take it easy. We'll catch you again.